Yo, what is good? It's Dixon, your boy from Intuitive Designs. Today I'll show you guys 5 shirt design trends that you should follow for your clothing brand in 2024. Following design trends is a great jumping off point for brand new clothing brands. Now you may argue that it's not unique, but if you're new and you have like 60 followers, chances of you making something unique is next to zero. So why not use these trends to your advantage at first, get a bunch of customers, and then discover your vision down the line. So enough said. Let's go. First one is the punk aesthetic shirt design. I think I mentioned this one in my last year's video, and this year the trend is still going strong. Now this aesthetic calls back to the hardcore punk scene in the 70s. It's about individual freedom, anti-consumerism and all that punk stuff. Now the aesthetic can be clumsy collages of mixed media, disorderly fonts, newspaper clippings, but the way it has now infused into streetwear carries this essence of maturity to it. I hope I don't sound too confusing, but the brand that does this aesthetic really well is Undercover by Jun Takahashi. The way they blend this into streetwear is flawlessly executed. It's not too loud but not too quiet either, so they are an excellent reference for you if you want to go down this route. Number 2 is the World Tour shirt design. Now this is another trend that's being recycled this year. I actually didn't expect this one to be trendy because I never paid much attention to it. It's basically like a tour merch with headliners and dates and venues, and I guess this all adds to the aesthetic of it, but it tends to lean more towards the metal scene. Another trait of this trend is the worn vintage look. For example, this brand that I've worked for last year, so go and check them out on Instagram. But yeah, it usually comes with both front and back print, with the large print being on the back. It can be real tours or fiction, doesn't matter. So give this one a try, guys. Before I continue, guys, shameless plug coming through. I've recently dropped this new mock-up bundle on my store. It's my most popular mock-up in black and white color, as well as one that is color changeable, and it's currently on sale really cheap. I've never done this before, so don't miss out, guys. Link in the description below. Number 3 is surrealism shirt design. Finally, this is now a thing in the streetwear industry. If you don't know what surrealism is, it's basically like a combination of illogical objects or scenes. Here's a few good examples from my very own design library. It's avant-garde, but sometimes can be experimental as well. I've always believed that this would attract people's attention because, it gets people thinking, especially when the concept is a bit provocative. However, it could potentially backfire if your concept is too weird, so you may want to double take when you're designing. But yeah, I'm actually really glad that this aesthetic caught on. Bigger brands have been pumping out surrealistic designs lately, and I can see it last for a few more years to come, so don't sleep on this one, guys. Number 4 is kitsch. Kitsch design style is playful with flashy elements like neon colors and bold patterns. Yet again, another stroll down the 90s memory lane. Now this aesthetic is ironic and could be considered as poor taste, but that all adds up to the whimsical aesthetic of it. It's all subjective, but that's the reason why this lowbrow style is appreciated by some. Big brands like Golf Wang totally mastered the style with their own interpretation. The take is more refined and not as garish as the 90s, but it still retains the kitsch essence, but with a more sophisticated element, making it more digestible to a wider audience. Number 5 and the last one is monogram shirt design. Now this one works better if you're a brand that's already got a good following, and it gives you a chance to go out from your usual aesthetic and explore an alternative branding style. The monogram needs to be bold and decorative so that it's recognizable and can be used on multiple silhouettes, not just on t-shirts. Not only that, if this monogram sells well, you can expand it into other variants as well to fully maximize the design. Downside is, if you're a new brand, you could potentially struggle a bit since there's no meaning attached to your brand yet. Bonus trend, this one is niche, but it targets specifically the car scene, so it could be JDM or European, doesn't matter. Now what's good about this one is that you already know your target audience. It's easier to market your products. Not to mention that car guys typically are more willing to spend money, so you already know the spending habit of your demographic, albeit they could be broke after spending thousands on mods. But you know, you can also turn this trend into seasonal drop with the theme being cars, so that's also another way that you can utilize this trend. That is all for today, guys. Hope you take these trends into consideration, especially if you're a total new brand. It could really help launching your brand. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe so you don't miss out on my videos. See you on the next one.